Hello chess fans, this is Chess to Impress with coverage of day 2 of the Paris 2016 Grand Chess Tour. 10 of the strongest players in the world play Rapid and Blitz against each other. 2 days of Rapid, 2 days of Blitz, and this is the second day of Rapid. The Rapid event was won by Hikaru Nakamura. I'll show you the standings at the end of the video, with Magnus Carlsen 1 point behind. 25 minutes for the game plus a 10-second increment per move was the time control, and I have picked 3 positions that I want to show you. This is from round 6, so the first round of the second day. White is the Dutchman Anish Giri and black is the Frenchman Laurent Fressinet. Giri is known for playing many draws at the highest level, and the same happened in this event. He made 7 draws out of his 9 games, with 1 win and 1 loss. The loss against the tail-ender Veselin Topalov. And this is the win, to show you that he can actually win games at the highest level. This is the position Giri white, Fressinet black, after black's 18th move, queen e5, queen e7 to e5. White is already a lot better. If you look at the king is not happy on e8 and won't be happy on either side because the pawn formation is already looking like Swiss cheese, while white's position looks a lot more healthy and compact. Giri played f3, f4, putting more pressure on black. Black is in a terrible position already. The engine gives as the best option queen c5, which doesn't look like a great option either, because after queen takes e5, d takes e5, the pawns look even more like Swiss cheese, the horrible Irish pawn structure as they call it, 3 pawns lined up. But Fressinet tried to find a tactical solution, and as so often it backfired. He tried knight takes e4, counter-attacking white's queen. Giri could have taken on e4, simple refutation, because after queen takes f5, taking the piece back, there is rook takes d6, a nice shot, because that rook cannot be taken because of the knight takes d6, and there is a nice knight fork picking up the queen. That would have been good for white, but Giri found an even stronger move. He played the powerful move knight takes d6 check. Well, if you take that knight, then simply knight takes e4, and if you take the queen back, there is rook he1, and because of the pin you lose the queen. Fressinet took with the queen. Of course white's queen is still hanging as well, so he took with the queen on d6. But then Giri took the knight. Of course the queen is still under, the black queen is still under attack, and after Fressinet played queen e7, he resigned after Giri played another powerful move, queen d4. The rook in the corner is hanging, and if you try to do something against that and at the same time try to do something about your king by, for example, castling, then there is knight f6 check, and black is in so much desperate trouble that he even has to give his queen here, because if he plays his king, for example, to h8, then there's knight d5 check, and he picks up the queen anyway. So this is over. So castling doesn't help, and if, for example, black tries f7, f6 to make sure he doesn't lose the ring, the rook on h8, then there's also knight f6 check, and after king f7, the simple knight takes d7 picks up a piece, and not just picks up a piece, but the black king is still horribly in the open, and look at the white king, nice and safe on c1. So after queen d4, Fressinet didn't want to look at his game position anymore. He's completely lost and he resigned. Giri's first and only win in the rapid section. Let's move to the next position. This is also from round 6. This is Fabiano Caruana with white against Maxime Vachier-Lagrave with black. Caruana had a very tough second day. He lost all his 4 games and ended up at the bottom of the table. In this position he sacrificed an exchange, but he has enough compensation, and after a move like Queen G3 the position is in balance. Complicated, but it's in the balance, it's about even. However, he played Rook G1 to counter some of the pressure on the G file, and now there is a nice tactic in the position which Vachier-Lagrave, sharp as ever, didn't miss. Knight H3. Well, you cannot take that knight because then there's Knight F2, picking up the queen. And the threat is, for example, if white does something silly like A2, A3, then we can see the threat. The threat is Knight HF2 check, picking up the bishop on D3, winning a piece. Caruana tried to take on G4, sacrificing another exchange, because after queen takes G4, queen takes G4, he won the queen back this way, and he is 2 exchanges up. And after a few more moves, rook takes F5 is another nice tactical shot. E takes F5 and then E4, forking 2 pieces. Here Caruana resigned, because if he takes the pawn, there is another tactic. Knight F6 check, discover check from the rook, and white is a rook down for a couple of pawns. Nice tactical shots from Vachier-Lagrave, winning this game. And let's go to the last position I picked out. This is from the last round, round 9, and I show you the last game of the winner, Hikaru Nakamura. He played black against Fabiano Caruana. Poor Caruana, another game from him and another blunder. This position is equal if, for example, white plays King G3, there is not much happening. But Caruana played his trump card, played his b-pawn up the board and completely missed Nakamura's idea. There is a mating combination now. F5, F4, taking the G3 square away from the king, and the threat is of course Rook H1 checkmate. The only try is King H3, but now the last move of the game is Bishop F3, taking away the G4 square from the king. The king is completely boxed in and there's nothing sensible to do against Rook H1 checkmate, and Caruana resigned. A bitter pill to swallow. As I said, 0 out of 4 for the man who almost qualified for the World Championship match against Carlsen. But rapid, and he's normally a very strong rapid player, but this was not his rapid tournament. Hopefully for him he will do better in the blitz. This is the final score after day 2, after the rapid section. 2 points for a win, 1 point for a draw. And the blitz games will be 1 point for a win and half a point for a draw, to give more weight to the rapid games. So 9 rounds of rapid on Saturday and 9 rounds of blitz on Saturday and 9 rounds of blitz on Sunday, and I will show you the highlights. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. This is Chess to Impress. Thank you for watching.